Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Well, today is a story time, so um it's gonna be a bit lengthy. I'm gonna try and make it into a two-part video because I don't wanna, this long video. Anyway, it's about my labor and delivery experience. Sorry for that. Um, well, let me get into the story and you will see my story. You will understand my experience. I mean, I was an iris patient, and trust me, they look after those people who is iris. Um, it happened like while I was in my third trimester. It was time for me to start going to doctor each and every week. So the first week I missed doctor. Um, my gynecologist, he normally works on a Tuesday and a Friday. So I choose to go to doctor on a Friday. The first Friday I missed doctor. I didn't go. The second Friday when I went to doctor, um, he was off the island. So my sister said to me, Yan, don't wait until next Friday, because this would be the third Friday now. She said, go on the Tuesday. So anyway, I went to the doctor the Tuesday. I did not have any appointments because remember I already missed 2 weeks. I was swollen. I couldn't keep nothing down below. I was drinking lots of water. Um, I went to doctor on the Tuesday. When I went the Tuesday, doctor was full because remember he was off the island the week before. So all of those people had to reschedule. Anyway, I went there about 3:30 and I did not see the doctor until after 7, which I was kind of hungry. I was sitting there for like a good 4 hours before getting looked at. Anyway, when the doctor when it was my time now to see the doctor, I went inside and the first thing he did was to check my blood pressure. Remember, I was feeling okay, everything was all right. I went in, he checked my pressure. He said, "Your pressure is high." So I'm like, "Okay," because I don't know anything about pressure. I don't know anything about blood pressure. All right. He said, I'm going to check you and then afterwards I'll check back your pressure to see if it goes down. Anyway, I went onto his bed. I did not know what he was about to do. What he was about to do is to start putting me into labor. I wasn't aware of that. Anyway, I went onto his bed and then my doctor, without no warning, pushes an inside me and starting to turn the baby. Oh my God. That's the hottest pain I've ever felt. Mm. I wanted to cry. I don't know how I didn't shit myself. Oh my God. It was painful. So he started to turn the baby. After doing that, he said, I'm gonna write you a letter so you can take that to the hospital. Anyway, he went ahead and he wrote the letter and said to me that I should take this to the hospital in the morning. As soon as I wake up, I should go to the hospital. Anyway, I went I went home in pain, feeling uncomfortable, and like, what just happened to me? It's the first I felt that. I was crying. I was in pain. So I said to I rang up my family and tell them that, oh, the doctor gave me a letter, said I should go to the hospital in the morning and so on. So my mother said, you're going to have babies, so bring all your stuff. Anyway, I went to sleep, and the next morning got up. Whenever I was peeing a lot, so I normally pee like more than 10 times during the night. I couldn't hold anything down below. So I keep, whenever I go to the toilet, I'll see spots and all sorts of things I'll see, and I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, I went to the hospital in the morning. I said to them, I gave them the letter that the doctor gave me to give to them. So they said I should go on the maternity, on the labor ward. When I went on the labor ward, they said I should read the sign on the wall. So whatever notice was on the wall, that's the instruction, and that's what you should do. I was just coming from home. I just had a shower. I didn't want to shower again. They said you should put on your robe, or what you call it, your dressing gown, your gown, and get like how many maternity pads, the rules. Anyway, I did all of the above. Then I said to one of the nurse, am I going back home? She said, no, you're going to have baby. Anyway, they checked me and so on again. Then they sent me into a room. This room now, they did the same procedure that my doctor did to me last night. Push the hand up and turn the baby. And I'm telling you, this pain isn't easy. Oh God. Anyway, they said to me that if the baby don't come tonight, they're gonna induce labor on me. So I said, okay. They put me in a room. That room has 8 beds. It's for high risk patient, because I was high risk. It has 8 beds, 7 mothers. It have doctors, nurse, everybody into that one room. Air condition. It's very comfortable, because you're dealing with like the most sensitive people. So they look after us. Anyway, yes, there were 8 beds, but it was 7 mothers. One of the bed is for whenever they're gonna check you, because that bed has a machine. Whenever they're gonna check you, you go onto that bed, and they do the whatever works they're doing on you. Anyway, night come now. One of the nurse tell the lady that was issuing the food that to give me a food like without salt and so on, because my pressure was high. She forgot, so I didn't get any food. Then the doctor come again, checked me again, did the same procedure again. That pushing their hand and turning the baby. Oh my God, that's the hottest pain I've ever felt in my whole life. So the doctor came and they did the procedure, and I was crying. So there was another lady next to me. When they did the procedure, I noticed that she wasn't crying. So I said, why are you not crying? She said to me, because I'm used to it by now. They've been doing it to me like every second. Okay. In the night now, they said they're gonna induce labor because the baby hasn't come. After they did that procedure, they realized that the baby wasn't coming like as quick as it should be. All right. The induced labor. Hey, the induced labor, and I was on the drip during the night. It was about, well, after 2 in the morning, because before that I said to my family that they're gonna induce labor on me, so I'm gonna have to put away my phone because I don't want anybody to steal my phone. Like, that's how it is in the hospital here, because if you have a smartphone and you leave it like unprotected, someone can take that up. So the night now, I said to my family and all my loved ones that um they're gonna induce labor on me now, so I'm gonna put away my phone. I'll speak to you after. They did not hear anything from me that night. The next morning, the doctors come. No, before the morning. I don't know what time it was, because I keep like dozing off, sleeping away, because I was under the drip and so on. Um, my head water break. I couldn't really tell the time because I couldn't read the clock. I don't know what was going on. I couldn't read the clock. I was feeling pain because the pain comes and then it stops, and well, you if you've ever been through that, like how it is when they induce labor on you, I was sleeping away, and another time I'm awake. So I wasn't really aware of everything that was taking place, because, as I say, I couldn't even tell the time on the clock. I couldn't even read the clock. Anyway, my head water break. The night shift nurse, I said to her that my head water break. Bear in mind, I'm a first time mom. All of this is new to me. You know, I mean, I've done a lot of reading. I've watched a lot of videos, but whatever I watch or whatever I read, I went through the total opposite. When I read and when I watch videos, I see it goes smooth, and the woman will normally dilate it up to 10 centimeter, and then boom, the baby come. That's all I read. Anyway, um my head water break. They said to me that I should get up and clean up myself. I wasn't in that mood to clean up myself. I had this doggy bed, the bedpan, the bed sheet. Yeah, that's what I had in my bag. They use it for dog to pee on, but I got it from my gynecologist. Anyway, I took out one of that and put it on the bed, lift up my nightie, and went back to sleep. The next morning they came again and checked me. She did the same procedure, and she said to me that Miss Hyman, you're gonna have to do surgery. You're gonna have to do a C-section because you've been in labor for too long. Mind you, this is the Thursday morning, and my doctor started putting me in the labor from the Tuesday night. So it's been a while. It's nearly 2 days. So she came with something for me to sign to do surgery. My family, no one was aware of what's going on because I hide my phone from the night before, and this is the morning when I woke up. Now they said you're gonna have to go and do surgery. I do not have any time to call anybody to say I'm gonna go to theater. Nothing. So no one was aware of what's going on with me. Anyway, um I'm dozing off, and they gave me the paper to sign, and I signed the paper. I can't tell you what I signed, but I signed the paper to do the surgery. I would love to see that signature one day, honestly, because I don't think I signed anything. Anyway, They took me to the theater. I was still sleepy. They gave me the injection in the spinal. That's a spinal injection. They gave that to me, and when they see that, I wasn't having any feeling down below, they did the surgery. Whilst in the surgery, I was very cold. My teeth was like this, knocking together. I heard when the baby starts crying, and then they bring the baby next to me so she could stop. That was a good moment. I was still like dozing off, but I was aware that my baby was born. I was aware that this baby was so beautiful. I keep looking over at her, and then I keep dozing off. Anyway, they put me into the recovery room. At that time, everybody was worried because no one is hearing from me, no one is getting in contact with me, nothing was happening. After when I recover, they put me onto they put me onto the ward, right, where the other mothers are. Yes, they put me onto the ward. They had to put me onto the bed. I had a catheter attached to me, so they had to do the work, and they put the baby next to me because I asked for them to put the baby next to me. Remember, I just had a C-section, so I can't really move, I can't really do anything for myself. Anyway, by then now it's time for visiting time. Remember, no one knows anything about me. So when it's visiting time, I ask someone to pass me my phone. When they passed me my phone, I took it out of the bag, and I made the call, and I tell everyone that, oh, the baby is born, and everybody is so happy, everybody wants pictures, whatever, and everybody, yes, tomorrow we're coming to the hospital to see Chloe. Everybody was happy. Thank God everything went well. Thank God nothing happened to us. So after that, now the milk wasn't coming out of my breast. So the baby keep crying, and the baby keep crying, and the nurse says, "Mother, put the breast in the baby's mouth." And I'm thinking, but no milk is coming out, the baby was hungry, that's why she was crying. The next day, another nurse took the baby. When she took the baby, she went and gave the baby a bottle of milk, and that's when the baby stopped crying. So I said, oh, the baby was hungry, the baby was hungry. She wasn't getting any milk because there's no milk coming out. Anyway, when I woke up the next morning, because I was on the drip, I realized my blood was being drained out into the bag. So I had to turn off the drip and call a nurse to assist me, and then she took the blood and take it away. Anyway, this is where it went wrong with me now. Remember, once your pressure is high, they won't let you out the hospital. There was a trainee doctor. He came onto the ward, and he came to take the baby blood. I'm gonna insert a picture at the end for you to see how many times he had to drip the baby with the needle before he could have got any blood. He stick her on this hand, can't get any blood. Stick her on the next hand, can't get any blood. It's her feet. That's where he got the blood from. And me, I started crying because my baby was crying, and I realized he doesn't know what he's doing. So, and the more I cry, it's the more the pressure go up high. Anyway, they had me on medication for the pressure, and it wasn't going down. They had to, my family and friends had to bring in coconut water, jelly water, and lime to help, bring the pressure down a little bit. So that was the Sunday when he couldn't get the blood. The Monday now, that's when we got to go home. And trust me, there is part two after this, because it didn't get any better. When we leave the hospital, it didn't get any better. Thank you for listening to my story, and thank you for joining in. Thank you for subscribing. I'm asking you please to share, subscribe, comment, like, tell a friend, all those good things. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm gonna shoot part two right after this. See you soon. Bye.